Hello everyone, so today we're here in another review, and this is something that I wanted to do since it first came out because this is my first ever effect like this that I've purchased. I've been tempted to purchase other ones on the market, but this is actually the first one I've purchased. So today we're going to talk about Flite by Steve Thompson, produced by Ellusionist. So first of all, what is Flite and where can you get it? So Flite is basically a ring flight. So a ring goes from a location to another in impossible conditions. And in this case, it goes to your car keys, home keys, warehouse keys, whatever you want. You can even add your own keys to make it personalized. So it travels from your hand to there with a borrowed ring or a borrowed object. And where can you get this? It's available for now, I think, only at Ellusionist.com, and it's available for $29.99 US. So that's what I bought. So what do you get with your purchase? So you're gonna get this tin box here. You're going to get this tin box here with inside your gimmick. So inside is going to be the gimmick. And you also get here the kind of wrapping. And don't do what I did. So take it out nicely. Do not rip it because you're excited. Because the instructions are actually on this piece of paper on the back side. So they're not on your account on Ellusionist. They're actually on the back side of this. Maybe they added it on the account. I didn't check. But for now, they're on the back of this paper. So at the beginning, I actually ripped it out, threw it in the garbage because I was expecting for the code to be, somewhere in the box, maybe on the lid or somewhere, but it was actually on the paper. So heads up to you, make sure you don't throw this away and keep it for the instructions. And apart from this, you also get video instructions. It's on the Magic Stream website. You get there into the file and you have 6 rubrics from introduction to basic routine, handling, history, and all that go over the effect. It's probably all combined 20 minutes long. It's taught to you by Tom Elderfield. And with that, you also get 5 performance videos of him in bars and on the street and different scenarios where he's performing this effect for you and you can see everything going on. You also get some bonus ideas. So now this is usually something I don't do in my reviews, but I am going to do it today. So I'm going to try and give you a performance of the effect. I am alone. This does require 1 or 2 people or even a crowd, depends. So I'm going to try and do my best to give you a performance. So let's imagine, I'll stand up for this, but let's imagine that someone gives you this ring. This is their ring. So they give this to you. You say, perfect. So we're going to try and do something here with your ring. So I'm going to need the help of 2 people here. First, I'm going to take your help. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you hold me by the wrist. So yeah, just come and hold me tight by the wrist. And I'm going to ask the help of you, sir. I'm going to ask you to, if you can just take my keys and hold on to my keys in your hand. So this would be their hand. So now you do perfect. You do the vanish, however you want to do it. Boom, it's gone. And then you say, look, you throw it in their hand. This is the spectator. He opens up in the spectator's hand. Boom. The ring is completely linked on your keychain. They can pull on it. You can hold this ring and they can try and pull on it. It's stuck on there and they could see it from 360. There's no problem. And then you say, perfect. So just place out your hand for me, ma'am or sir, depends, as you slide it out of your keychain. You take back your keys, place them in your pocket or whatever, and their ring is good to go, ready for them to put it back on their finger and go home or applaud or whatever. So that is the basic routine of the effect. So now that I showed you, this is the gimmick that you receive. I'm not going to expose anything, but this is the gimmick that you receive. It's shown in the site in the tutorial. So this is all I'm going to show you. That's what you receive. So now quickly, I'll go over through the difficulty and everything. This is really not a difficult trick. There's 1 move in the entire routine, and that's pretty much it. And that move, you can do it in a plethora of ways. If you're familiar with coin handling, you're probably going to do this vanish so impossible that no one's ever going to notice anything. If you're like me, you don't do much coin work, you're really simple, so you aren't really good with these type of vanishes, then you're probably going to do the simple ones, but they still work perfectly fine. I do Ben Earl's one from his Coin Magic DVD that I bought, and that's probably one of my favorite, but you can also do any other vanish that you want to execute the trick. And you also have, my favorite routine is the one that I showed you where they hold the keys, but you can simply just do it as have it disappear, and then it's disappeared. You show your hands empty like this. You tell them, look, I think something happened. You take out your keys, boom, and you show that the ring would be linked on the keys. So you can also do it like that. But my preferred way is just give them the keys at the beginning for them to hold, and then once it vanishes, throw it in. And both routines require the same amount of sleight of hand or anything. There's absolutely no difference on what you can do with this in terms of difficulty of sleight of hand. They both require the same. It just depends if he does say that he was kind of, scared of doing it at the beginning to give them the keys in their hand. But to me, it seems fine. No one's going to expect something like that. So now that we covered that, and I told you it's kind of easy to intermediate depending on your knowledge on vanishes, we'll go straightly into, do I recommend this or not? This is a pretty short review. This is a pretty simple product. I like it. So would I recommend it? Look, this is similar to what I said in the stand-up Monty video and in the in my other video on the cheating kit. This all depends on, do you already own your favorite ring Flite? This is my first ever gimmick like this, because I know the other gimmicks, most of them, I don't know all of them because it's not something that I bought previously. I know some of them are with reels, some of them are with magnets or whatever they are with. So I never quite really got into that. And this is my first one. So for me, I would totally recommend this purchase if it's your first one. It's super simple, it's direct, it's easy to do. You don't have to worry about wires or magnets or anything. This is foolproof. But if you already have your favorite version that I know a lot of magicians do, let's say you're doing Departure and you've been doing it for 5 years and you're accustomed and you do it perfectly, then maybe, if you're not a ring Flite collector, there's not much purpose in you getting the effect. But if you own one or two and you don't really like them because you don't like the way they work, maybe give this one a shot. It's quite cheap, so why not? So yeah, that's pretty much my review. I'll give you now my verdict on it. So this is something I'm going to perform, something I'll carry around. It's pretty easy to carry around. It's a good effect. Yes, now with everything going on, maybe it's going to be, harder to get people to borrow their rings, but you could do this with your ring if you want, or you can take objects. So for example, you could do it with, let's say, like, I'm just thinking on the top of my head, I know he mentions you could do it with scissors or anything essentially that has a hole. A hole and that the bezel is not really, really big. You could do it with a lot of objects. So maybe you could do it with an earring or something. I don't know. Your mind can think of different things for you to do. So yeah, this is a good effect. This is something I do recommend. The price point is really good for what you get. The gimmick doesn't look like it's gonna break anytime soon. It's pretty well made. I think it's gonna stand durability. I think it's gonna stand inspection. I think this is a good effect, something I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna give this a solid 9 out of 10. And yeah, if have, as always, any questions, put them in the comments. Like, subscribe, chat with me, reach me out on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch, wherever you want. Reach out to me if you have any questions to ask. And hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is having a good day. And see everyone in the next one. Bye-bye.